Take 84. You're gonna judge a game by graphics. You're stupid. You are really stupid. Why are you so stupid if you judge a game by graphics? Yes, you could have great graphics. You could have a great storyline. You could have shitty gameplay. On the other hand, you could have great gameplay, shitty graphics, and shitty story. And there's so many other things you could have. You could have all three of them that are bad and have all three of them that are good. But what do I have an example? Ocarina of Time. That game looks like ass. Game looks like ass. Sweaty ass. And it's still, till this day, the best game ever made by critics and fans. What's that about, huh? So I guess by your logic, shitty graphics equals shitty game. But yet again, most gamers today have never played a fucking Nintendo 64. They haven't even probably never heard of the Nintendo 64. Because you know why? They're all little 10-year-old nubcakes, little squeakers that fucking camp with fucking FAMAS in a corner. That's why. They're probably little 10-year-old little nubcakes, squeakers, nubcake squeakers that fucking just talk shit because they think it makes them feel big and they don't like being called little kids when they are. I'm 15. Am I a little kid? No. Am I an adult? No. Am I even a young adult? No. But call me any of those. It'll just make me laugh. Because it'll just show how stupid you are. Because that's the only comeback and insult that you have. And even insults make me laugh. They entertain me. I want some hate, guys. Send me some hate. Leave some hate comments. Leave some dislikes. Do something. Subscribe just so you could hate on my videos. Now, Nintendo games, just because they have shitty graphics now, that doesn't mean they're bad games. If this was the case, you guys would have never bought or played any game on the PlayStation 1 or the PS2 because those are the weakest consoles of those gens. Of their respective gens, I should say. The PS1 was originally a Super Nintendo add-on for the Sega CD, for the Super Nintendo, codenamed the SNES CD, also known as the Nintendo PlayStation. But you know, Nintendo was basically like, you know what? We've seen the failure rate of the Sega CD, so you know what, Sony, go fuck yourself. We're gonna be working on with Philips now. Failure rate again. Looked at the failure rate again. We were like, fuck you too. And that's basically how the PlayStation 1 was born. Because go ahead and look at the PlayStation 1 controller, then look at the Super Nintendo controller. It's a scratch Super Nintendo controller with two extra triggers and handles. That's all it is. Fuck, even the ports were almost identical to the Super Nintendo. I love the PlayStation 1. I love the PlayStation 2. I like the PlayStation 3. I like the PSP. Vita, I have never played a Vita, so I'm really not going to judge it on my own opinion. But really, guys, this fanboy shit needs to come to an end. You need to stop looking at the graphics. They do matter, but to a certain extent. They don't make the game better or worse. hate when you get itches in your nose. They can only make the game look good, but is the game actually good? Let's go ahead and take a look at Uncharted. I ain't saying Uncharted is bad. I ain't gonna say that, because that's bullshit. It has great graphics, great story, and great gameplay. But what if Uncharted didn't have great graphics? Would it still be a good game? Let's say if Uncharted was a Nintendo exclusive, would you guys still play it? What if Zelda was a PlayStation exclusive? You would play it. Why? Because it will be on those systems. And that's what most of these fanboys want. They want all these games to come to their systems so they can have the game, or they want better graphics. GoldenEye. It was first on Nintendo 64, ported to the Wii, then a year later ported to other systems, such as 360, PS3, and PC. Pretty sure PC. But before that, you guys didn't even so much as want to try the Wii version. But when it came to the PS3 and 360, people were dick-riding it because it came to it. Speaking of GoldenEye 007, that's the next game on my list. But really, can we all just shut the fuck up and play our games? Rate, comment, subscribe. Remember, guys, just send me the hate. Leave your comments. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Send the hate. I want the hate. It makes me laugh. It entertains me. It's almost evil how much it entertains me. But really, guys, can we just play games without criticism now? Again, if bad graphics equals bad games, look at the PlayStation 1. I don't want to hear the excuse, oh, it was that time, they didn't have that great tech, they didn't have that great stuff. Look at the Nintendo 64 and the Sega Dreamcast. Of course they had better tech then. Well, not compared to now, but better tech than the PS1. So of course they could have put that there. But you know why? They probably didn't, because of manufacturing cost. Which is the same reason why the Wii had shitty graphics. And which is also why motion controls skipped the GameCube. But really, what happened to where someone could just plug in their game and play it? What happened to where people, friends, could call like friends over to play Contra or Super Mario Brothers or Castlevania? What happened to those times? Tell you what happened. Fanboyism came into play. When the Sega Genesis came around, it was fanboyism, the birth of fanboyism. Sickening.